Hello, my name's Ormaster101,
Yeah.
and today we're going to be playing a little, I like to call it like a mindfulness game. It's called Wilmot's Warehouse. You play a little white square that sorts
Cat.
what a little white square that sorts boxes. Oh, hi,
And we
guys.
are joined by Sparkles.
Yay, Sparkles. Sparkles, the moon cat. How did I get here?
I like how that's not even a cat meme when you just made it like it's a bear meme, whatever.
What are you gonna do about it?
In Iceland, the phone book is sorted by first names because everyone's surname is basically their father's first name followed by son or daughter.
Interesting. Iceland's weird. They have a lot of, licorice flavored shit. And herring. It's gross.
Forgotten baby syndrome is a phenomenon where infants are often left in hot cars because the parents end up changing their routine and briefly forgot about them. It's sort of like losing your phone or your wallet, but it's a baby instead.
Ugh.
The Game Boy ran at 60 frames per second.
Ha! Take that, PC gamers. I don't know why I said that.
In 1922, a German farmer found footprints leading from the woods to his farm, but no footprints going back. Days later, his entire family was murdered along with himself. Crime's never been solved.
Spooky. Was it the Fresno Nightcrawler?
No, because it was in Germany.
The Fresno Nightcrawler could have been on vacation.
Morgan Freeman wears his earrings. Wears earrings that are worth just enough to pay for a coffin in case he dies in a strange place.
Huh. Interesting.
Hydrogen sulfide is a gas that gives flatulence its repulsive smell. It can also help reduce the risk of heart attack, stroke, cancer, and dementia.
Ooh. Are those new slacks?
After mating, a female armadillo can delay implantation of fertilized eggs, choosing at will when to actually become pregnant.
God, girl bosses only, am I right?
Gaslight, girl boss, gatekeep.
Gaslight, girl boss, delay impregnation. Why do I say things sometimes?
Delaware was founded by Sweden and Finland was founded by Swedish and Finnish immigrants in the 1630s. Both Sweden and Finland have issued stamps to commemorate it.
Ooh, fancy. Okay.
The richest man that drowned on the Titanic, John Jacob Astor IV, left his wife a $5 million fund, the use of his mansion in New York, his limos, 5 of his prized racehorses, and on the condition that she wouldn't remarry. She remarried a month after his death.
Damn. I mean, you're kind of set for fucking life, you know, after your husband dies in such a way.
If as long as you don't remarry, but she's still remarried.
Plus, also, hypothetically, couldn't you sue the people who made the Titanic? Oh, this ship's unsinkable.
Yeah, but it's like a freak. It was like, I didn't expect to hit a fucking iceberg.
Yeah, but they were like, this ship's unsinkable. Yeah, what did it do, Mary? It sank.
Alaxodoxophobia is the fear of other people's opinions.
Ooh, oh, I have that bad. I have that really bad.
Due to the expansion of steel under heat, the Eiffel Tower can grow 15 centimeters taller during the summer than it does in the winter. The Spice Girls were originally called Touch.
I know we just finished the Eiffel Tower fact, but I know something else that grows a little larger in the summer versus the winter. The Empire State Building.
Mellifluous is a sound that is pleasing, smooth, and musical to the ear.
Wait, sorry, I know that I'm lagging a little bit with the facts, but the Spice Girls were originally called Touch?
Yes.
So, wait, would it, have the same naming convention still? You would have sporty... just... interesting.
Apparently, the woman who was Baby Spice, Emma Button, auditioned for EastEnders in the 90s.
Huh.
Enamel is not a living tissue, thus cannot regenerate.
Damn. R.I.P. my teeth, I guess.
The heart of a shrimp is located in its head.
So that's why it's called a vein in the back of its back.
They have no arteries, and the organs float directly in their blood.
Ooh, fancy. Hey, would you still love me if I was a shrimp?
I don't know.
God, I've
People
never been so...
tend to have... The phenomenon of shower thoughts is caused by people tend to be more creative when they're submersed in warm water.
So you're saying that there's kind of an amount of water per square inch that a person has to be submerged in before they could astral project circa what's it called?
But then your conscience would leave your body and then you would drown.
No, I mean in a sensory deprivation tank.
Would you ever do a sensory deprivation tank?
Oh god, I'm not sure. Maybe? That feels like it could be either really fun or really anxiety inducing, you know what I mean? Would you do a sensory deprivation tank?
Probably not.
I feel like if you did a sensory deprivation tank, that would be a start of a horror movie for me, because you would have saw something in there, and then you would have died, and it's like, what did he see? And then, me trying to figure it out.
Huh.
That's a good idea for a horror movie, actually.
Where it's like a group of people trying to figure out what one person saw.
Yeah, isn't that just Flatliners then?
I never saw Flatliners.
I didn't either. Oh, Zach, I'm gonna ask the man off screen. Hey, do you know if there's a film involving a horror film involving a sensory deprivation tank? You don't have to look it up. It's just a simple yes or no question. If you know it off the no, okay. He says no. So yeah, sensory deprivation tank horror movie. Definitely an idea that could happen.
Yeah.
We need to copyright that shit as soon as possible. Damn it! Okay, so, random fact, whatever the fuck it is, a movie involving, what's the word, sensory deprivation tanks, that's a horror movie, there's one called Altered States. I don't know what it's about, but apparently it exists. Huh, interesting. Okay, well, this idea isn't it's a psychological thriller, There's an actual monster there. Like, oh, what if the true monster was people? It's like, nah, fam, there's like a water monster in the sensory deprivation tank. One, two, three.
Oh, na 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 na.
Sensory deprivation.
Na na.
Why is that song called Tequila?
Because they say tequila. It's the
Nah.
only line of dialogue in the entire song.
Are you sure? Ooh, I'll definitely take that. I'm definitely gonna play this like what's the word? Off when we're not recording because it's really relaxing. Oh, too many.
Is Kofi just like crashing?
Is what?
I don't know. I was trying to use Kofi and it's like pay with, and then like it doesn't give you any options.
How strange. Did you like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Not really.
How come?
I don't know. It just wasn't the jam.
That's fair. It was definitely a very scary kids movie. Like,
Amy Poehler was only 7 years older than Rachel McAdams when she took the role of her cool mom in Mean Girls.
Wow.
Rachel was 25 as Regina George, and Amy was 32 as her mom.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Venus is the only planet to spin clockwise.
Except when I hit everything with my turn clockwise, right? Fuck.
But that would make Venus turn counterclockwise.
Fuck! I imagine me being like a supervillain that has like these insane ideas, but then you're a superhero that points out like, well, actually, no, this is not a very good idea because of this.
Reminds me of that Pro ZD scale where he's like, yeah, it turns out that the poison you put in the water supply causes diarrhea, but it's also like a great source of vitamin C and like cures the common cold. So thank you.
I thought when you were gonna say causes diarrhea, but then be like, but it like really cleans you out, and it's like, ew, oh my. Like common.
Competitive art used to be an Olympic sport. Between 1912 and 1948, the international sporting events awarded medals for music, painting, sculpture, and architecture.
Can't have that nowadays because AIs would win.
Fuck it ass. The chef's hat has 100 pleats. Apparently it's meant to represent the 100 ways you can cook an egg.
Actually, can I just jump back to something real fast? I do not think AI art is a bad idea per se. I think it's a bad idea when you when the AI very blatantly steals from other people, but it can be a good way to help supplement certain things in your art, if that makes sense. Less of like, you know, oh, let's like use this and replace all artists with it, and more like, oh, let's have artists use this as a tool to help with their art. Do you know what I mean?
Unfortunately, much like robotics could be a tool used to help like line workers or people in like factories, give them an easier job so they make more money while also working less. In reality, under capitalism, instead of, a factory brings in like a machine arm to help like build forklifts or whatever, instead of, so that means the added profits can be like, okay, so the workers work a couple hours less each week and they get a small raise. Instead, they lay off an employee.
Yeah.
Which is what's happening with artists and AI. Not to mention that art is an already hard to make a living in field.
Yeah. Anyway, what was the next fact?
Something about titties.
Yeah. Did you know that titties are good for the soul? Did you really just say, did you know that titties have titties?
I said titties are titties.
Oh, titties are titties, of course. How could I be so
Did you know that God said fuck you?
Did you know that God just has the biggest, like, naturals ever? Like, huge gazonkers? What if you died and went to heaven and you met God, but he was like, sorry, your titties aren't big enough, and then you go to hell?
Sorry, you don't have big naturals, but you're the one who gave them to me. You could have got surgery, blah.
Damn.
But you also made me 4, blah.
Two keys. 2 water guns.
In 2014, there was a Tinder match in Antarctica. 2 researchers, a man working at the United States Antarctic McMurdo Station, and a woman camping, a 45-minute helicopter raid in a Russian area were matched on a Tinder app.
Oh. There were no survivors.
The Spanish national anthem has no words.
Interesting.
Nick, do you got the charger cord?
There's a Japanese word called kuchi zamishi, which refers.
I'm sorry, you said coochie.
Bye, guys.
No, you gotta tell us what it means. Tell us what coochie means.
Kuchi zamishi refers to the act of eating when you're not hungry because you're lonely.
Oh, damn mood.
Bye, guys. How's
How's it
it
going, coochie pals? Hey, sweet Jesus. That was like at the end of my shift. Okay, cool. I am a disgusting man. Oh,